This is a custom LEGO model of a KLM 737-300 Classic. The KLM 737 is built in a scale of 1:40, which is roughly minifigure scale. This particular jet is based off of a 737-300, which was part of the 737 Classic series. This model uses an estimated 2,500 LEGO pieces and has a wingspan of 3 feet and a length of almost 3 feet. This build features a full interior, functioning flaps, and a retractable undercarriage. The 737-300 has functioning triple-slotted Fowler flaps, which can be easily deployed by hand. The triple-slotted Fowler flaps on this model were one of the most challenging aspects to design due to the lack of space inside of the thin wing. The landing gear on the 737 can fold neatly away into the underside of the model. The 737 does not have doors that cover the landing gear, instead leaving them exposed to the elements. The nose gear can also fold neatly away. In order for humans to gain access to the interior, the roof can be removed in modular sections, which allows us to see the inside. Once the roof has been removed, you can see the inside of the KLM 737, which has been outfitted with a custom interior. Once we enter the aircraft from the port side door, we are greeted by a flight attendant who welcomes us on board with typical Dutch hospitality. If we take a left, we find ourselves at the cockpit door, which leads to the flight deck. The cockpit features 2 yokes surrounded by switches and dials, as well as everything else that you would expect inside of a jet. Once we exit the cockpit, we find the small forward lavatory, as well as some storage space for the flight attendants. Once we move past the lavatory, we enter into the first class section of the airplane. Unlike the first class in the United States, many European first class configurations utilize the same seat as economy, as well as the same number of seats abreast. Despite this, first class on KLM really shines due to the passionate crew as well as the tasty onboard snacks. Once we move past a privacy curtain, we enter the main economy cabin, which appears to be mostly empty on this flight. On this older 737, the seats utilize a more dated color palette. However, customers still like this seat design as it offers more cushion when compared to its modern counterparts. Once we reach the very back of the cabin, there are 2 more lavatories that are just as small and just as cramped as the forward one. Behind that is the notoriously cramped galley of the 737, where flight attendants prepare food for passengers as well as spend much of their time during the flight. All of the doors on the 737 can be opened just as you would expect an airplane door would. These rear doors would be used to load food as well as disembark passengers if the airport allows. And that's the custom LEGO KLM 737. This model was originally built many years ago as a 737-500 and has since seen multiple liveries as well as multiple airlines since it was first built. This latest variant has received a stretched fuselage, a brand new interior, as well as a new livery that is now a KLM 737. I hope that you've enjoyed this short tour of the new 737, and I'm looking forward to bringing you more videos like this in the future. That's it for me, and bye for now.